Before you start watching this, I'll have you know that I have editing skills of a 5-year-old. So enjoy my sound effects. I do these sound effects and visual effects because I really try hard on that. I was actually editing it for like 5 hours. It's good. But yeah, enjoy. It's like using Comic Sans Math, but in iMovie. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm recording from my own room because Anna said that I am not funny and I will not be dealing with this sort of negativity. Oh, shit.
And yeah. Oh my god. I'm sorry, let me do it again.
Anna is the nicest person on earth and is currently feeding me because I am out of money, but she didn't reply to my messages, so I'm recording from my room. And today I'm going to be talking about how I almost got expelled from University of Cambridge. And if you are at Cambridge, or if you heard about Cambridge, it's very commonly believed that you cannot really be expelled from University of Cambridge. Surprise, surprise. Well, I guess it was the biggest surprise to me when I received the email, but you actually can be removed from the University of Cambridge if you're not doing your work, which is obvious, but it wasn't for me. So let's start with the first bit of the video, where I'm going to be talking about how I almost got expelled because of my academic performance, and this second part of the video when I'm almost got expelled for just being stupid, to be honest. So my year one, as I said in at least 2 previous videos, didn't go very well. I was dealing with a breakup, I was dealing with financial issues. I eventually developed like really severe depression. My mental health was not in the right place. I was not focusing on right things. Like, I feel like anything that could have went wrong, and therefore I was not really doing a great job. And as I said also in the previous video, I didn't really know how to assess my work, like how to start it, and I ended up even not sending a couple of essays. Then I created some not very good ones, and then I just stopped sending them again because I just couldn't deal with the deadlines, because there was so much more going on in my private life that I really could not deal with that. And I have spoke about it to my tutor, and the solution she has suggested was to mitigate my studies. And I guess this would be the best solution in this case, but I am an international student and I didn't really know what it would mean to my finances next year, and it was, to be honest, it was like the major factor why I have decided to stay. So despite her convincing me that it's going to be the best solution, I was like, no, I'm going ahead with that. I'm gonna do better, I'm gonna try better. And then I was just not doing any better. Obviously, I was just the same. And then on some gloomy Tuesday, or any day else, I have received an email that said basically this. That said that I am not doing my work good enough, and that I am currently doing this student diligence thing. So first I was really confused because I didn't know what this word even mean. I'm not from here, so I was like, okay, what does that mean? And then I just keep on reading, and they're like, well, if you do not, there are going to be tasks set up for you, otherwise you are going to get expelled. I was like, excuse me? So I write to my tutor and I'm like, okay, so you're telling me that I should tell you all my depressive shit and you're gonna help me out, and the way you're helping me out is say to mitigate or suspend my studies. And then when I say, well, I'm not gonna do that, you say, okay, then we're gonna get you expelled. And this is the point when I genuinely started hating my college, and I felt like everyone in this university and college is against me, and I was just so angry about them. But what the process meant in reality is that they just set up some assessments for me to get done. And I must admit, I still am angry about how these things turned out, because it was not unexplained. It was very much okay, I'll link this word. I have no idea what I'm trying to say. Justified. I'm trying to say justified. It was very justified why I was not doing great, but it didn't matter to them. But at the end of the day, what happened, they made me catch up with what I have missed. I had to contact my supervisors. I had to write the 3 essays that I've missed, and that was it. That was pretty much it. But it was a very stressful situation in my life, especially that it was already coronavirus lockdown. I was away from home, and it was exams coming up, and then it was not yet clarified how exams are going to take place, if they're gonna take place at all. So I found myself in a very stressful situation, and I am still feeling angry about it, especially like with my college, that I feel like they weren't understanding enough, even though they usually are. And that is it, mostly on what happened to me. But if you ever happen to be on this scheme, I hope maybe that this video will help you understand how the process goes. So it's actually not that scary. The scary bit about it is that it's not commonly known that this is a thing. Like, it's not commonly known that you can actually get expelled from Cambridge, because they say once you're in, you're in. Well, yeah, once you're in if you're doing a lot of work, and I was not doing it. So it is possible, and just to make people aware. And now we're moving to the more fun part, or the fun, well, I don't know if it's fun. I find it a bit funny from the perspective of time, but I guess I'm just gonna be judged by lots of people right now. Okay, so here comes the funny bit. So I am a mature student, and I am supposed to be responsible. Well, get that wrong assumption out of the way. I am not a responsible person at all. So it was just the beginning of the pandemic, and as you remember, things were scary. Everyone was panicking, and no one really knew what's going to happen, how long it's going to take, what you can, what you cannot do. And it was basically the time when everyone was just posting these funny memes. Yeah, about how cool it is. Ugh, no cool, not cool. Everyone was just posting the funny memes about pandemic. So because of that, I was not really taking it too seriously. My college was basically empty. Everyone left. I had to stay because I was an international student, and I felt like going back to my country just like doesn't make any sense. Also, I didn't want to go back either, and I was just getting a bit lonely, you know. And I was like, it wouldn't be much harm if I invited a couple of friends over, would it? And I have decided for it. I did invite my friends, and I was like, okay, it's just me, right? They don't care. They surely don't care this much. But just in case, I just walked them in from the side door. Nothing happened. We went to my room, and things get blurry since this moment. I actually don't remember that much because there was some alcohol involved, obviously. But I remember one thing at some point where, like, oof, I really need to smoke. And I was like, I'm going to be clever. So it was like 2 guys, and this is all female college. So it will be obvious if there's 2 boys in the smoking area, it means that I brought someone in. So I was like, it's better if you actually smoke in the room. I mean, I'm a fucking idiot, okay? But then I was like, but then the room gonna smell. Let's open the window. So we were smoking in the open window, and apparently it caught attention of the porter. And in the meantime, my friend decided to jump out of the window. The other friend went, I don't know where, and I was basically with like one other guy in my room. And then the porter approached my friend, who was, I don't know, enjoying himself in the garden, running around and like doing whatever he was doing. And then the porter asked, excuse me, who are you? And then what he did, he ran and jumped back through my window where I was in smoking a cigarette. So you can imagine that I got myself in trouble. The porter obviously didn't find it as funny, and it was chaos. It was chaos. obviously I was told to walk them out. I was very upset. I spoke to him through the window. I was completely like bent. I was so drunk. I didn't know what's going on. And I walked my friends out, and then went to apologize. I was like, I'm really sorry. But he got really angry that we were smoking. As in, almost, he didn't think about the coronavirus. So, he was just like very angry about smoking, and obviously he reported me. Yeah, so I went back to my room and I was really upset. So, being clever again. I'm very upset. Can you guys come back and cheer me up? So, I got them back into my room through the window. At this point, it's like 3:30 at night or something. And then we're like, I'm hungry. Let's cook something. And I decided to cook rice because I didn't have anything else to eat. So I cooked some rice. And I didn't exactly cook it. I left it on the hob and I went back to the room. And then probably an hour later, it's 4 something, the fire alarm goes off. And I'm like, oh my god, there is a fire alarm. And like, I got 2 guys in my room. So I was like, quick, hide under the desk, right? So they just hide under the desk. But the way that you can like see them, it was literally like, oh, you can't see me. You can't see me. Like they were just all out. You just couldn't see their faces, but whatever. And I just like rush out of my room. And then I'm like, oh wait, shit. That's my fire alarm, okay? I set out the fire alarm, so I go in the kitchen and like this rice is just like fuming. I was like, oh shit. And I take the rice off the cooker, the door to my room is open, and the porter comes in and he's like, what the fuck are you doing again? Are you smoking? I was like, no, I literally just burned some rice. And then he looks like through my door and he can see the desk and he can just see like 2 pairs of shoes just like under the desk, as mean people's legs. And it's 4:30 a.m. The whole college is up. Everyone has to go out for like, you know, to like assembly point. And I'm just like, sorry everyone, it's me. It's like, it's not a fire. I'm just drunk. And all in all, like my friends ended up just jumping out the window, going home. He didn't say anything more about that. He was like, just go to bed, you know, like just leave me alone. And then I basically knew that I am gonna be told off. I mean, at this point, even if I was myself and I was like someone did that, I would be like, what the fuck are you doing, okay? So I get this angry email. And I get that and I'm like, fuck. So the college already hates me because I'm not doing my academic work. And I had to like speak to a lot of people about what I'm doing with my life wrong and why am I here in the first place. So I am attending this meeting and these people are just mad and I am terrified of people being angry with me. So I cry. They just look at me like I'm just a piece of shit, which I am, I guess. I am. That was very shitty of me. And I just sit there and at the end of the day, they just told me off. But I had to write like 2 apologies letters, two apologies letters, and 2 like rule summaries that I comprehend what I did. Because obviously I given them an excuse that I didn't know what I'm doing. To be honest, I kind of didn't know what I'm doing. I didn't know how strict they are. The pandemic just seemed a bit illusional. Like it was not really established. Like the rules were not really established what's going on. And one thing that came out of it, I had to self-isolate. And it was not nice, as you can imagine. Especially day 1, 2, and 3. It was just horrific. Like, I was basically doing that. And just... trying to sleep as much as I can. At some point I just like ran out of food. I didn't have anyone to ask to get me some food. I felt just so stupid to ask my tutor to bring me food, you know. I was like, ugh. So I was going a bit nuts in my room. And then luckily I got released, and this year, okay, so a bit like a reason why I'm doing Vision Wing this week is because this year. I feel a bit guilty for what I did, and I do feel bad about that. And I am currently popular among the college staff, but not in a good way, like not in a good way. And I do want to be included in college life this year, so I hope they will forgive me. And I would better finish for today. So this was how I almost got expelled from Cambridge. I happen not to be, but do not do it. I actually started like a series of very angry emails coming from the senior tutor, and like caused a lot of distress to this college as well. So obviously the dean of discipline was not happy about my little corona party, which is not surprising. And she probably did not expect something like that coming, because this is a mature all-female college. But there are still exceptions. And yeah, then every time I went out, I just got another angry email, like, what are you doing? Who are you with? Where are you going? Why are you out so late? And it's like, I literally felt like I'm back. Well, I've never been to a boarding school, but I guess this is the closest to the experience I could have had, because every move of mine was like controlled. Yeah. And I am actually gonna record a video about my college, because I felt very inspired about the senior tutor and how understanding she was about me being a child. And yeah, so I hope you're looking forward to the next episode of the series where I am going to be talking about my college. And I also am starting a vlog, as I'm just gonna be talking about what is my life like at Cambridge. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.